Let's see. I'm back on and texting. Yeah. How annoying is that? Super annoying. I will give folks a minute to find the live stream. So yeah, I was on a long live stream and then got disconnected. It said that my connection was unstable. Oh, there you are, Anna Bees and Clementine. You're back. Yay. So yeah, I read your the thing that you sent me this morning, but did it freeze up before I read it? Should I reread it and start there? Now I can't remember. I thought we were having a conversation about it, right? But I'll reread it anyway because it's so good. You're so brilliant. Thank you so much for noticing that. And had I noticed your text this morning, I would have been like researching this all day. Yes, reread. Okay. Seriously, I would have been researching this all day. So this morning, Anna Bees, the brilliant Anna Bees, sent me this text. And I didn't see it until just now when she said, "Did you see it?" And I'm like, huh? What? It says, "I heard that the intruder on the camera at Nancy Guthrie's house was there at 0147. It was 1:47 a.m. Then I thought about it, and the wreck you can see in the fire cam in Kylie's case was at 01:47 a.m. And then I thought some more, and Shanann Watts got home from Arizona at 1:47 the last time she was seen. Isn't that weird? I know it probably doesn't mean anything, but it's just weird. I hope you have a great day. And so I will reiterate that I think it does mean something. In my opinion, the Shanann Watts timestamp is the only one that is authentic and genuine and real. I think Kylie Rodney's fire cam footage is completely phony and made up, and that timestamp is made up. And Nancy Guthrie's case that we're in right now, I think, is utter bullcrap. And I think that timestamp is made up. So why did they choose 0147 if they did indeed make these things up in Kylie's case and Nancy Guthrie's case? That is just weird. Okay. And Clementine says, "Me too. Those numbers mean something." What do they mean? Like the license plate that meant ate your soul? What does 147 mean? Let me see. I'm going to ask artificial intelligence. Maybe it knows. What does 0147 a.m. mean? Huh. Okay. It's doing weird military time. Let's just see, what does 0147 mean without the AM? Mean in numerology. In numerology, the number 0147, often interpreted as the angel number 147, signifies achieved goals through a combination of hard work, inner wisdom, and spiritual guidance. It is often interpreted as a message that you possess the necessary potential and intuition to manifest your desires, particularly when you remain focused and disciplined. Key components of the number 147 include 1, independence and initiative; 4, stability and hard work; 7, spirituality and wisdom. Common interpretations of 147: divine support suggests you are being supported by the universe in your endeavors. Focus on goals. A reminder to stay disciplined and diligent in your professional or personal life. Trust intuition. Encourages relying on inner wisdom for guidance. Interesting. What do you guys think? A sequence of growth, moving from individual initiative to physical manifestation, and finally spiritual wisdom. It's funny that it's an angel number. Why would it be an angel number? So in many I can't say that word, numerological traditions, you reduce the multi-digit number to a single digit by adding them together. 1 plus 4 plus 7 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay. Justice, what are your thoughts on the Charlie Kirk assassination and Candace Owens' theory on things? Hey, Panda Bear. Well, that's a loaded topic because I don't recognize you, Panda Bear, and I don't want to be suspicious of you, but if you're trying to get me to say something nasty about Charlie Kirk, I'm not going to, because nobody should do anything like that. The political violence crap is such crap. It's such crap. But I thought that was utter BS too. And let me see. What time did Charlie Kirk get shot at? I bet it was 1:47. Let's see. What time of day? It was 12:23. So I think he started his thing at 12, and then it was 23 minutes in. Yeah, that's what it says here. And then what time did President Trump get shot at in Pennsylvania? That was at 6:11. So he had taken the stage around 6 o'clock. So 11 minutes in, and Charlie Kirk was 22 minutes in, right? Okay. Oh, that fake crap. So yeah, I think that the Charlie Kirk thing is crazy, and I'm glad you brought it up because Erica Kirk is a monster, is what I think. And she's got those crazy freaking eyes, and you're like, your eyes are the window to the soul, and she's always doing like the crazy, like demonic cat eyes, or she's looking up as if she's like talking to God. She's always doing weird crap with her eyes. She's never just like normal with the eyes. And like I said, the eyes are the window to the soul. 11:22. I never heard of Charlie Kirk until the shooting. I only heard of Charlie Kirk on the South Park right before the shooting. I'd probably heard of him, but not really. But also I have kids. And, I mean, it was one of my kids that texted me, like, Charlie Kirk was shot. And I already knew, but I was like, yeah, like to him, it was a big deal, even though he's not of that persuasion at all. Um, and right away, I thought it was probably fake. I'm like, why would he be getting shot at? And people don't get assassinated. People don't get kidnapped. Like that crap just doesn't happen except like in Daddy Vladdy land. And this Biggly Piggly hangs out with Daddy Vladdy way too much. Okay, so let me get to my notes, try to get organized, try to finish up all the things that I was trying to talk about. So we were talking about the horrible baby farms, and we were talking about the horrible beef jerky that was in the Epstein files, that then all of the emails about beef jerky in the Epstein files got taken down, which is even more suspicious than they already were. And so thinking that they were farming to do their Hannibal Lecter crap. And then it just dawned on me, you know how Biggly Piggly has a reputation of only eating McDonald's? I know he eats Haagen-Dazs ice cream too, vanilla and strawberry. But he's got this reputation for only eating McDonald's. And I thought, what if that is like a complete cover story? Because we know that he only eats like alone in his room, and he likes his ketchup, and he likes it in little bottles that are sealed because he's afraid of somebody poisoning him. But maybe he eats alone in his room for another reason, and maybe it's not McDonald's that he's eating. But man, is he looking so bad lately? And yesterday he tried speaking and the words just wouldn't come out of his mouth. I mean, he's just lost his crap. So yeah, I think that everything out of that notebook has been discussed. And 122, yeah, the address for the Idaho 4 residence, 122 King Road, and all the kings and queens and jacks in that, and all of the 3:30 a.m. activity and texts and payments. Remember, there was like a lot of money transferred from sorority sisters to like a leader in their sorority, and they were all giving her money, and it said like for 3:30 a.m. or something. Like that was so freaking bizarre. And then did it happen between 2 and 3 or between 3 and 4? But then the official story, they tried to say everything started like at 4 a.m. and that it was all finished at 4:16 a.m. I think it was at 0147. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we should look and see in that case, like 0147 is probably when they were at the grub truck. Other sites said related to the Guthries. What related to the Guthries, Christine? What? Because yeah, I saw that they're still doing the SWAT thing. I saw that on YouTube as I was backing out of the last live and restarting. Boob tube! I just checked out Panda Bear's channel. Considering their playlist, I think they asked a sincere question. Oh, thank you, dear. Hope they are still tuned in. Panda, I personally believe things aren't what they seem. Thank you. So Panda Bear, nice to meet you. I'm going to check out your channel too, real quick, if you're still here. And sorry if I offended you. You just never know, right? Here, go to channel and Angela Cole playlists. Interesting. Here, I'll subscribe there, and then I'm going to go back. I'm a new sub. So yeah, I hope I did not offend. I just, somebody dropping in and asking about the Charlie Kirk like that. But yeah, did I answer the question? What are your thoughts on the Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens theory on things? I think Candace Owens is insane. I think that she speaks some truth, but that she's not trustworthy at all. I think she's nuts, which is unfortunate. And hey, everybody. So yeah, there was so much I wanted to talk about. Let me see if I can remember anything that I haven't said yet. I'm back to that thing about that they knew or should have known, like with the redactions on the Trumpstein files. Have you guys heard that people in Congress have 4 computers for everybody in Congress? There's only 4 computers that they can go to look at the Trumpstein files, and they're only allowed 1 hour. I did not know the part about the 1 hour. So they can sift through 3 million emails or pages or whatever it is, 1 hour. 4 computers, so 4 of them at a time for 1 hour. So, what they do is they do like a search for a name, beef jerky. Like, I want to know if my phone, I don't know if my phone will know the answer to this. Let's see. How many emails in the Epstein files are about beef jerky? Let's see. This is what it says. In the extensive Epstein library released by the Department of Justice, the term beef jerky is reported to appear dozens of times across various emails and logistical records. While a single precise official count for every email containing the phrase has not been provided by federal authorities, investigators and media outlets have highlighted the following findings. Logistical frequency. Beef jerky is mentioned frequently in emails concerning deliveries to Epstein's residences and general inventory management. Specific highlights. One notable 2012 email features Epstein thanking an individual for a delicious lunch, beef jerky. It's really gross. Contextual links. Several mentions involve a restaurant called The Cannibal, which serves jerky and steak, leading to significant online speculation regarding potential coded meanings. Like, why would they call it that? Like, why not call it The Carnivore if they're into like steak and beef? Just call it The Carnivore. That is bizarre. Comparison to other terms. For perspective, other food-related terms in the files appear even more frequently, such as pizza and cheese. So pizza has a count of 842 to over 900 mentions, and cheese is over 1,100 mentions. Despite intense social media interest, official reviews of the records indicate many of these references appear in standard emails about meals and ongoing social planning, and no verified evidence currently links these food items to criminal codes. What are some theories about the meanings of beef jerky in Epstein's emails? In the millions of pages released from the Epstein files, the term beef jerky has triggered intense online speculation. While many mentions appear to be logistical, several popular theories suggest the term was used as a code. Major theories and speculations: cannibalism and rituals. The most prominent theory links jerky to cannibalism. This was fueled by a 2012 email blah, 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 where Epstein thanks someone for a delicious lunch, beef jerky, and other records mentioning a restaurant called The Cannibal. Some social media users speculate that jerky could be code for human trafficking shorthand. Building on the Pizzagate model, some theorists argue beef jerky follows a pattern of using food terms for trafficking operations. In this context, jerky is speculated to represent specific types of victims or illegal quote-unquote inventory. Logistical code for contraband. Some observers find the way jerky was tracked, logged like equipment, kept in freezers, and moved in bulk to be abnormal for a snack. This led to theories that the bags of jerky were actually a cover for rugs, cash, or other illicit materials. Elite sexpionage lexicon. Another theory suggests these terms were part of a lexicon of exploitation used by a billionaire pedo elite to coordinate rituals or blackmail operations. Okay. So gross. So gross. Let's see. What? Where are we? Hi, Panda Bear. Sorry, I say hi right away. I wasn't paying attention to chat. Going to be snoozing soon. Rough day. Will fall asleep to the sultry sound of your voice, Jazz. Oh, that's so sweet. Nighty night, my dear. And I'm sorry you had a rough day. Was it a bad Friday the 13th for you? If so, it's almost over. Just an hour and 22 minutes left. Good night, my friends. Good night, BoobTube. Glad you came by to say hi. It's always lovely to see you. Have a good night. And sick, Clementine says, yeah, it's so disgusting. It's very, very sick. And yeah, all that stuff with chefs and hunters being the first suspects in the Idaho 4 case. Remember, there was all that talk. It had to be a chef or a hunter because of basically like the signature of what the crime scene looked like. And so yeah, what was the thing that I wanted to say about the new or should have known with the redacting of the Trumpstein files, and people wondering if like leaving the victims, the survivors' names unredacted, if that was by accident or intentional. My opinion is that it could only be intentional. But again, that's where the knew or should have known. It was their job to know. So it really doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter whether it was incompetence or corruption. Either way, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they should be held accountable for that. The knew or should have known is a really good phrase of legalese that I like to invoke that phrase a lot, the knew or should have known. And I'm just surprised, like usually people invoke that phrase in situations like the Trumpstein file shenanigans. And I'm just surprised that people aren't using it, on like the legal channels, the political channels talking about it, the true crime channels talking about it. So yeah, what else? Prayers for the Guthrie family. Prayers for this crap with the freaking SWAT team. Is anything going to come of that? I'm just pulling up on my YouTube real quick before I sign off here, you guys. New DNA found at the Guthrie's house. Oh, I don't think so. And then they're making a big deal of the backpack. And that just reminds me of the whole Luigi Mangione thing with his backpack. Yeah. I think I better wrap up. I think my brain is fried. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. Let me just look real quick at my screenshots. I think there was something that I screenshot. Yeah, so I wanted to talk for a minute about the figure skating. So I tuned into the Olympics today and saw some fantastic men competing, and the American is ranked number one. I don't know if he won. I could look that up, but more importantly, I thought about the plane crash that happened a year ago, January 29th of 2025, and how many Olympic hopeful figure skaters were on that airplane. And altogether, 67 people died. So there were like 64 people on the commercial jet, and then 3 people in the Black Hawk, that collision that happened over the Potomac River by the Reagan airport. And I think that was a hoax. I mean, I think that was contrived. I don't think it was an accident. This is my opinion about it, is I think that Daddy Vladdy wanted revenge on the 2 that were world champs, former Russian pairs figure skating world champions Evgenia Skisova and Vadim Naumov, and I apologize for completely hacking their names. They passed away in that plane crash on January 29th, 2025. The married couple who moved to the U.S. in the 90s, they were the 1994 World Figure Skating Champions for Russia before basically defecting to the USA. So I think that Vladdy was not happy about that. They moved to the U.S. in the 90s, and he was 52, she was 55, and there were like 11 Olympic hopefuls, I think, that passed away. Of the 64 people on the airplane, I want to say like around 25 of them were from the skating community, the highly competitive ice skating community. A lot of them were young. I think a quarter of the 64, I think 17 of the 64 were 30 and younger, but most of them were like tweens. I think 11 of them were minors. So very, very sad. And then that married couple, the coaches, their son Max, I think was his name, was not on the plane because he hung back in Wichita at the competition. He had some more competing to do, I think, the next day. But yeah, it just made me think, seeing the ice skaters and remembering that whole thing. And was that a favor for Daddy Flatty? What do you think, Anna Bees? Let's see. Does SWAT mention when they're coming somewhere? No, they don't. And yeah, SWAT's not something to mess around with. Watch figure skating. Kataristan guy won, not the American guy. Oh no. Is that the American guy? Christine, I can't really say that name. Ilya Malini came in 8th. He fell twice. Oh, what a bummer. I never knew that there were so many children that passed. Yeah. And then remember all the children that passed in the floods in Texas. That was horrific. Absolutely horrific. So Christine said no about the Qatarian guy. No about that the American did not win. Dang it, I want our country to win. Because then they can give the medals to the president, because he needs more prizes. He needs more trophies and medals. And he won some award yesterday for being like the coal meister. Did you guys hear about that? No American guys won. So, and I'm not even kidding, the coal prize that Trump won. Let me see what AI has to say about it, if anything. It's just more insane crap. What award did Trump win from the coal industry? And then we'll wrap up and say goodnight. On February 11th, 2026, the Washington Coal Club awarded Donald Trump the inaugural Undisputed Champion of Beautiful Clean Coal Award, presented by Peabody Energy CEO Jim Gretsch at a White House ceremony. The bronze statue honored his policies supporting the industry. Let's just look at that picture. What a joke, man. What a weirdo. He's so freaking obsessed with awards. Look at this cheesy face. Can you see that? He's such a child. Yeah, you can't really see it too well. He's just like cheesing it up. Absolutely cheesing it up. But oh my God, this doesn't even look real. Oh my God, can you see that look on his face? He's like so happy with his little bronze dude statue. Oh, sorry that my technology is so challenged. I can't just like pull up a photograph like all the professionals on YouTube do. I have to show you my phone, but I see other channels doing this too, so I'm not the only one. That face is so weird. But remember, I got to pull up the picture of him when Trump won the Soccer Peace Award. Let's see. He was such a gremlin. And again, such a child. Let's see that one picture. I used it for a thumbnail. This is real. This is our freaking president. Can you see that face when he's grabbing the medal from, like, the person is trying to present him a medal. They want to place it around his neck, but he sneaks in and steals it like the freaking Grinch with the weirdest look on his face. And just everything about his body language. There he is, stealing it. Like they're trying to give it to him with diplomacy, and he just like swipes it like some freaking goblin. And why did they make that Peace Award look so satanic? Like, was that on purpose? Does that look satanic to you guys? It looks creepy AF to me. Like, instead of hands, it looks more like skeletons. Skeletor. My goodness. And then he's putting it on himself. Like, you're not supposed to put the medal on yourself. You're supposed to let them do it. That's part of the ceremony. Ugh. He's such a weirdo. Oh, it's so sad. So sad. And I'm so sick of this crap with this whole Trump derangement syndrome, because he's the real Trump derangement syndrome. And people who just like worship him and obey him are the people with the Trump derangement syndrome, in my opinion. So there he is. He is the Trump derangement syndrome. There he is doing it in real time. Like, that was one of the weirdest, creepiest things he's done. And he's done a lot of weird, creepy things. It's hard to keep up, huh? Okay, we're going to just sign off. It's so lovely to have you guys hanging out with me. I hope you have a really good weekend. It is almost 11 o'clock on Friday night, the 13th. So one more hour and the bad luck is over. And I hope that there's resolve with Nancy Guthrie's case. I hope that there's a positive outcome. It seems like hoping against hope, but you never know. You never know. Let's see. This is funny. Okay. More trophies to throw in trash. I'm trying to sleep, but do know the flood areas that you just spoke of were in the JE files. What? Camp Mystic was in the boob tube? Oh my goodness. I'm like blown away. Oh my gosh, BT, promise. This time I'm sleeping. No more comments. That's a really good comment. I'm going to have to Google that before I can hang up. Camp Mystic tragedy was awful. Made me cry. Yeah, those little girls were as young as 8. There were even a couple of 7-year-olds. And like the majority of the victims that did not make it through that flood were those ages. Little kids. Awful. Absolutely awful. And the clouds were seeded. They were seeded. And they'd done a bunch of stuff to mess with things. Like, it seems to me that it was engineered. That might sound crazy. Like, I thought it sounded completely nuts at first, but I think that it was engineered. And it was when those infamous words that came out of the president's mouth when he said, "What? You're still talking about that guy? He's been dead for years. Why would you want to talk about that creep when we've got all these successes and the tragedy in Texas?" It's like, so he was like directly saying, like, can't we distract you from the Epstein files with the tragedy in Texas? In my opinion. So sad, LOL, Jazz. It does look creepy. Yeah, creepy AF. Diaper Don, Kinkles, McTaco Tits, LOL. He acts different than he did. Liberty, that's what dementia does. And that, what is the disease that you can get from cannibalism? Is it like, let's see. What is the disease you can get from cannibalism? I was trying to think of a parasite. It's a parasite. Let me see. Do it again. What is the parasite you can get from cannibalism and eating brains? Can't believe I'm asking that question. Prion. That's what it's called. The disease most famously associated with consuming human brain tissue is Kuru, Kuru, which is not caused by a parasite, but by an infectious protein called a prion. It causes fatal neurological degeneration with symptoms including tremors, loss of coordination, difficulty walking, primarily found in Papua New Guinea due to funeral rituals. So the symptoms are severe tremors, muscle jerks, loss of coordination, and dementia. Incubation period, very long, often 10 to 13 years, sometimes over 50 years. Prion. That's the infectious protein. But I wonder if RFK Jr. has that too. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. Night all. So glad to chat with you all. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes. I hope you guys have a lovely Valentine's Day. But I was going to look up the thing that was just said. What was it? I have to go back. My brain is mush at this point. What was the thing? Help me out here, Anna Bees. I forget what the thing was. That Camp Mystic was in the freaking Epstein files. Was Camp Mystic in the Epstein files? Camp Mystic in the Epstein files. It denies it, but that can't always trust. If we ask it a different way. Notable camps in the Epstein files. The Interlochen Center for the Arts, which is in Michigan. And Records indicate Epstein was a camper there in 1967, later became a donor, and allegedly met his first known victim at the facility. Ew, I didn't know his first victim was at the facility. I knew that he had a lot of victims from Interlochen Art Camp. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Good night, everyone. Good to see you all. Sleep well. Yes, Liberty. Happy Valentine's Day. Freaking Friday the 13th. I got 3 freaking tickets today. What? Tickets for what? Dang it, Nancy. You've got to be kidding, dang it, Nancy. Curry. Sorry to hear that, dang it, Nancy. Well, I'm thinking you got 3 tickets to like a concert or something. What types of tickets did you get? Like parking tickets, speeding tickets? What other kind of ticket? One of each, 2 of one and 1 of the other? What was it? SWAT's going after 2 people I think they have detained with the Guthrie case. Yeah, I had just checked into it a second ago and didn't see nothing. Yeah. Just the new DNA. What's the update? It doesn't seem like there really is. Like they're just grasping at straws. And man, just this photograph of the what do you call him? The sheriff, Chris. What's his name? Nanu. Chris Nanu. He looks so weird. Can you see his face? I don't know if there's anything that you can judge there. Like, I almost feel like you can judge that face, that there's something messed up about him. Something really dark about him. Is it just me? Am I projecting? Does he look like he's twisted up inside? Like he's got some serious problems? I don't know. He looks dark to me. Okay, I am for real going to say goodnight, you guys, but I am going to get caught up too. Let's see. Yes, correct. Pronounced prion disease. Do you watch Surviving the Survivor? I don't watch it too often. It's just not one of my faves. Peace, love, and blessings. But I'm curious if there was a good one or if you're into it. I mean, I've seen it for sure. I was just about to say that, Jazz. It always says what you're asking when you phrase it. Well, the thing about Camp Mystic, I'm going to try it again. I'll rephrase it. Do the Epstein files mention Camp Mystic? Nope. No evidence that the Epstein files mention Camp Mystic. But it might have been redacted. Who knows? Seriously. Because it is a girls' camp, right? And we know they like those little freaking girls. It's so disgusting. rephrase it. He looks sus, evil looking. Yeah, so it's not just me. Yeah, I think he looks really. I mean, sometimes we really wear our stress on our faces, like we just can't hide it. And it doesn't look like it's like compassion and frustration over a kidnapping case. It looks like anger and fear. That's what it looks like to me. Anger and fear and mean. He looks really mean. He looks like he would do like some desperate things. And yeah, if he was going to be in a lot of hot water, he might have felt really backed into a corner and done some crazy shit. You just never know. BoobTube put the link to something. I'm going to tap it, even though I keep saying I'm going to say goodnight. Oh, Kerrville. Oh, okay, Jules. Awesome. Kerrville strikes again. Please wire $103,683. Kerrville, Texas, the Bank of the Hills, 1075 Junction Highway. Wow. Good job, Jules. She's killing it. I'll have to check that out. That's amazing. Yeah, Kerrville. So not Camp Mystic, but Kerrville. And I don't think there's much in Kerrville other than Camp Mystic. That's for Kerrville, but it's way deeper. I'm like, what does that mean? It's way deeper. And that's a lot of money. $100,000 to Kerrville, Texas. I mean, I'm sorry, I've got to do this. Population of Kerrville, Texas. It's 25,000 people. Okay, and then how many times is Kerrville mentioned in the Epstein files? See if it tries to say 0. There's no official record or confirmed count of Kerrville, Texas being mentioned in the millions of pages of the Epstein documents. While many locations are referenced, Kerrville does not appear. But yeah, it does. I mean, Jules had the document right there. Jerks. But, you know, the AI is programmed by people on the inside. So I screenshot it. BoobTube will watch. Yeah, I'll totally be checking that out. I haven't watched her in a while, and yeah, she kills it, doesn't she? I don't think she's done that much on the Epstein files, has she? Have I missed it? I'll have to check it out. Because yeah, I was watching her a lot not that long ago. I'm trying to remember what the case was. Brain dead at the moment. We haven't talked about the Tepe case in a while either. That one is so tragic. The couple in Columbus. I wonder when the trial is set for. I don't think it's set yet. But I told you guys I'm going to be going to that trial if possible, if they're allowing the public in, and if I can get a seat, I will attend that trial in person. Deep dive, everyone. Those files are deep, including Tahoe. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. Okay, I'm so brain dead. I'm so sorry. This is important. This is huge. What is it? The skaters, the ice skaters. Did they need those tweens silenced. Thinking about Larry, was it Larry Nasser? Thinking about the ages of so many that passed away on that airplane. Did they need to be silenced? Had they fallen victim? It's a question. That was something I was wanting to get into. So I'm glad that I remembered before signing off. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. Tip of the iceberg. I mean, I wonder if there's anything there. I wonder. Exactly, Billy. Well, the Dow is up to 5,000, 50,000, but it came back down, didn't it? Or did it go back up again? LOL. Fought with AI on Kylie's autopsy. I know. I was fighting with AI yesterday, I think, and I won. I was like asking it some shit, it was denying, and I got it to admit it. I bet you did, boob tube. It told me Deputy Josephine Strachan was Kylie's mom, told that AI Bush it was wrong, then it agreed with me. Very strange, boob tube. Look into the Sinaloa's protected Ryan wedding. People need to understand he's tied to Epstein too. I'm going to write all that down as I am signing off. Where's my pen? If I can't find my pen, then I can't write it down. I had a few pens and they weren't working. Hopefully this one will work. AI Bish. Yeah, I was wondering what you meant by AI Bush. I was like, what? I knew it was derogatory, whatever it was. Sin Aloha. Ryan wedding. Protected Ryan wedding. Okay. Love you guys. See you on the next one. Happy Valentine's. And you're almost through the Friday the 13th. It's almost over.